thing? My camera is so off-center, it's not even funny. We got a little bit of a special thing today. We got our buddy Mr. Twisty over here. We're gonna do this shit where we interview him, and I act like I'm super interested in what he has to say. So welcome to the Bacon Bits. Uh, well, our first live, not so live podcast. So I
It's
guess
gonna be a
our
disaster.
I guess our topic of conversation today is bitches. Am I right?
Am I right?
So what we got going on here, I'm trying to find a good camera angle. I know somebody's probably getting absolutely motion sick and tired of my shit right now. But what we got going on here is damn, I was really hoping there'd be a cinematic
Well,
camera for some reason. So I'm
I
gonna,
mean,
I'm
there
gonna
should
ask
be.
some I'm gonna ask some basic questions like
I'm gonna look like a
we'll
pissed
start
off teenager.
we'll start off about your YouTube career, and then I might ask you some very R. Kelly-esque questions, like why did you pee on her, and what was the purpose in that, and why did you film it? But we'll get to those later. So
Bitches.
so we'll start off. This will be a dual interview. This will be a get to know you. I guess of me and you, which by the way, of my 5 or so subscribers, if you don't follow Mr. Twisty over there, you can go ahead and do so at, I believe it's just Mr. Twisty on YouTube.
Currently, yes.
So you can go ahead and follow him there. He makes some good content on some Dead by Daylight, and I'm over there every now and again.
It's okay. You don't have to lie.
Also, I think we've done Prop Hunt over there and stuff. But
Maybe.
you know, so we're gonna go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna try and first person this and see if this works any better. Not really. I'm staring off into the abyss. All right, this camera sucks. So
First person is terrible right
my
now.
my dude probably looks like he's seizing. Just but,
Oh, sweet shit! Stop. We're like,
Anyway,
I'm personally
alright.
not streaming right now, but I still want a decent camera angle to be able to like see.
So we'll go ahead and start off with the basic question of I know over the years you've restarted your YouTube channel a couple times. Restarting just meaning that your content shift has happened. You know, it went from Yu-Gi-Oh based to basically whatever the hell you felt like. To I believe you tried to do some episodes of things here and there. The biggest success being Dead by Daylight, where I got you your most views by going on rants about things that I hate about the game, or the fact that you took my finger banging finger. But
Like, not to toot my own horn or anything.
yeah, not to give myself the pat on the back that I definitely need to get my own channel off the ground. But so with your years of experience and whatnot, how long have you been doing YouTube? Not exactly consecutively, but you know, since the birth of the first video, I guess. We'll start there.
The birth of the first. Shit. Well, I mean, technically, my very first video was a government project video for like senior
Man,
high school.
you know I ain't talking
But
about that shit.
I know, but I'm like, to get to the technicality of it, like that was my first video. But no, my first actual video, because I'm not too tech savvy. I'm kind of retarded. But in all seriousness,
I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bit retarded.
in all seriousness, I'm not really tech savvy. So when I figured out how to, delete videos, I deleted the government one obviously because it literally just needed to be there for a project, and I started doing Yu-Gi-Oh because I didn't really think that was a thing. When you start playing Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff at first, and at the time YouTube not being as prominent as it was, I didn't know it was a thing. but then it was, and I saw people do deck profiles and stuff. And I think my technical very first video I ever really did was like my Romage deck profile, um, which you were at that event too, as your first event. But I think I did that one like a month after that event or something like that. So it was like October 2015, I think, was my very first video, is when I started doing stuff here and there, because obviously I didn't really feel confident to do stuff all the time like I do now, which my content has become still kind of a once a week thing with no more confidence than what I had back then. But
I mean, same. I
uh,
started out by by promising timely episodes of Benny and the Ink Machine, and here we are. I'm like fucking 2 episodes out from finishing it, and I'm dicking around on GTA instead of, doing this interview that probably isn't going to go anywhere, but it's just fun for me. And I decided to
I
set
mean,
it up
it's
because every time we get into this shit, some weird shit happens. But, uh, you know, I feel you on that. It kind of, it's it's rough. I mean, how I,
yeah.
I really wish I could do the YouTube thing full time. Honest to
Oh,
God, I
for real.
wish I could just make money off it, make good content that people actually wanted to see, instead of me just getting on here and yanking my dick for 30 minutes or so and acting like I fucking matter, you know. Uh, and there's a part of me that feels bad that I haven't, kept the promise on the uploads of Benny and the Ink Machine. But it's not really that I don't want to play it. And if you're watching this and you've watched all the Benny and the Ink Machine videos, I have not played any more since the last episode. Um, but what I will tell you is it's coming soon. Just between working my actual job and then coming home and being dead ass tired, just doing
Come,
these small little videos in between, which will hopefully happen more often, is just kind of the buffer. So it's like I hope I continue to draw a fan base, and thank you to those who have subscribed and liked and commented on videos and whatever else. But I hope to by dicking around in this stuff. Oh, I'm gonna get shut down by YouTube on that one. But but by creating these little videos and stuff, kind of hope that it'll help launch the channel a little bit more. But yeah, for those of you that saw this upload that actually did hit that little little bell icon, it's pretty important after like and subscribe. Um, for those of you who actually hit that and got notified that I'm going live and shit, which is like the whole 0 people watching this. Um, Benny and the Ink Machine is coming. I can promise that. We're gonna finish it, and then after that, um, we have I pre-ordered on accident, but through um, fortunate circumstances, managed to get Days Gone, and I'm not sure if I want to do the next series on Days Gone because I don't know what all to really do in that game or anything like that. I do want to do some videos on it, just showing off the graphics and the gameplay and stuff, because that's what made me want to get it in the first place. But I don't know that that'll be the next series. Is my point. I may play a little, see if I like it, do some videos here and there, introducing the game, and then if it takes off, do a series on that. But as it stands right now, after Bendy and the Ink Machine is done, Days Gone is tentatively the next game focus for me, and then obviously these little bullshit videos in between. But Days Gone is the next series. That's the announcement. But leave a comment if you would, if you'd like to see me actually play through Days Gone, um, or anything else really. own a PlayStation. That's obviously what I'm streaming on. But you know, in any game really, I will give a chance at least. You know, not saying I'll do a full series on it, but you know, we'll give a crack at it. You know. But I hijacked the interview. I apologize for that. That was
It's
an
totally
outfit.
cool.
Son of a bitch. All right.
Pay no
So-
attention to the bottom corner of the screen, please.
So anyway, I just wasn't gonna bring it up, but all right.
I mean, it's
So-
there. It's happened twice now.
So anyway, into a bit of a, you know, so we talked about very briefly before I absolutely just fucking looked you in the face and said, "Look at me, I'm the captain now." You know, it's my interview. I'll do what I want, but you know, since we talked a
But you
little
gotta
bit
keep
about
counting
the
sometimes.
yeah, since we talked a little bit about the past of your YouTube channel as well as you know, mine and my future, what do you have in store for your YouTube future? I know you have. I sounded really unsure when I said that, but I'm like trying
Just
to
like
focus.
future.
So as far as your YouTube future goes, I know you do the random rambles, and Dead by Daylight is still an ongoing series and probably will be until
Oh, yeah.
the game gets bad enough that it just gets taken off the store.
until
But,
it gets anthemed, basically.
Shit.
And like,
Pretty much, yeah.
believe me, I tried recently after getting, you know, another copy of Anthem, and it's so much worse. Like, I still love that game, and it breaks my heart to see that it is an absolute shit pile of dumpster fire right now. Like, I told myself I'd go down with the ship, and I abandoned the ship like immediately as soon as I played it again.
I mean, son of a whore. I am so sorry. I do not condone that. I am laughing only because this video is going to get taken down and it's probably going to have some good content in it. Thank you, Jesus. Get that shit off my screen. But, so anyway, as far as your future, like I said, I know you have the random rambles that come out every now and again, and the Dead by Daylight being the ongoing series. What else do you have in store for your Mr. Twisty?
For my people. Well, yeah, Dead by Daylight obviously is an ongoing thing. Need to get all of us in there. Like we've been playing, I just haven't been streaming it, but yeah, we need to get all of us in there sometime and, you know, go. But other than that, like, I mean, the random rambles pretty much just come up whenever I'm pissed off. But
I mean,
I
that
mean,
seems to
not-
be the trend. Not
I
to be a
mean,
dick,
not
I
all-
don't watch them, but I know
I don't watch
you-
it, but I can only assume.
you and I discuss in great length by the time I get back to our house that you obviously had some shit on your mind that day. Because I get, as soon as I come in the door, you're like, yeah, I made this video, this happened, fuck everything. And it's like, you have a rough day, like you wake up and somebody shit in your pillow, like I don't know.
I mean, you know, as
That's
much
what
as
it feels
my,
like.
Yeah, I mean, as for much as my daughter steals my spot, I'm surprised there isn't shit in my pillow sometimes. But
Oh, that's probably coming,
I
bud.
mean, oh yeah, I fully expect it. But I mean, yeah, the random rambles. I don't. Before I went in with them with nothing, like no topic, just like yeah, I'm gonna talk, and then it's been like 30 minutes of me just like, hey guys. So that was nice. Catch you next time. But I mean, I try to have a sense of a topic and all that. I mean, lately it's mainly kind of been about Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I feel like it's the main place I can talk about it and just rant about it. But like, I try to have actual topics here and there, but most of the time, I mean, that's why it's called random because it's just random. But that's always gonna be an ongoing thing. Dead by Daylight is an ongoing thing. I can tell you what's probably not continuing is Slender, because I lost all motivation to play that as soon as I started streaming it. Like, I'll be straight up. Like, I started playing it, I'm like, God, why am I playing this? Like, it's not a bad game. It's just like my motivation went from 100 to 0 as soon as I hit the play button. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
why it just did.
I'll be honest. That's the way it was. Because like originally, I was gonna do a little series of like on the road to platinum for Rocket League, and then I
Yeah,
realized quickly that I just kept getting my ass stomped. Like that was during
yeah,
that period before I kind of made my redemption shot, you know, and
yeah.
I just every time I would get on and go to stream it, I'm like, no, because I'm gonna end up fucking hating this game because I have a goal set for me. So I just kind of quit, you know, quit trying to quit trying to stream it. And nobody really watched it anyway because as much as I love Rocket League, it's really not that popular of a game, and
Mm.
it just I don't know.
I mean,
There are certain games that I think honestly you need to play on your own and beat first, and then you can go back through and do a series on it and kind of,
yeah.
you know,
Well, I
create
mean,
your own way.
yeah. Well, I mean, with Slender, I originally played it and beat it on PS3, and then I bought it when it came to PS4 because I want to say it was one of those times I had a free like $10 credit from PlayStation or something like that, and it was 9.99, so I just bought it. But like, I started playing it and then quit because like I lost interest, and then I tried doing the series on it, and the episode's still up. I mean, if you want to check it out, go ahead. But there probably is nothing going to come of the series. But I mean, like I said, it's I played it before. I know how to play it and all that. It's just like there's just something like I started playing. I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. By the time I got to like 5 minutes into the first level, I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to keep doing this. Sadly, like I'm sorry, but I'm not. So. And my thing too is just trying to find that one series that I can constantly do over and over and over again, and um, I don't have that internal dread of oh god, I gotta make this episode. Which I mean, right now it's just kind of the ramble and Dead by Daylight, and I'm trying to find other stuff to do because, like I said in my ramble last night, I have a billion and one things I want to do, and it's hard to just narrow it down to one at a time. And because like a part of me wants to go ahead and take on several different projects at one time, but I feel like it just gets too hectic and jumbled, and one of them would get lost in the shuffle, and it just wouldn't, it just kind of go to hell. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, also other than that, I last night I also talked about goals before I got on a Yu-Gi-Oh tangent like I usually do. Um, and like I'd said in there, like one of my goals for Yu-Gi-Oh is like I want to try and get my invite this upcoming season. But outside of that, another goal I made to myself was to finish like Borderlands the pre-sequel because let's all face it, anyone who's ever played it, you know how bad that game actually is. And it's not terrible. It's just not as good as two. It just doesn't have
What
that
bugs
high.
me about it is the fact that everybody talks shit on it for being overly Australian, yet the company that made it is 2K Australia. What the fuck did you
I
think it was gonna be? Like, you
I
think that
mean,
they're gonna be speaking like it was some Chinese New Year bullshit? Like, the company is based out of Australia. Like, what else are they gonna do?
and I mean that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, that is one thing too. Is like that was kind of like my gripe, but I'm like I can't fault them for it because that's who made it. But
I mean,
like,
yeah,
it's
they
just
come out and tell you in the loading screens, like, hey,
yeah,
just so you know, it's probably gonna be Australian as fuck.
you know, and it is once you get from the go, like once you get off of Helios and you land on fucking Elpis or whatever the planet's called, because I forget because it's been forever. It's hit the ground running Australian, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just to me, as the game as a whole does not have that replayability that like Borderlands 2 has. Because Borderlands 2, sure, I will get sick of playing the opening sequence over and over and over again. However, I still enjoy playing Borderlands 2 over and over and over again. I don't really actually get sick of it. So it's like I could play the shit out of it and never get bored. Whereas with pre-sequel, I played it once. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna touch that ever again. But I mean, yeah. I guess to get back on topic as far as the future of my channel and all that. The Rambles, Dead by Daylight. I got a couple things I'm thinking about doing. Uh, Random Rambles always just the background content is always subject to change. It's never really the same thing. I never always use Dead by Daylight or always use Call of Duty or whatever. But I don't know. I got a couple different games I want to do series on. I just haven't worked out if if and when I want to do them because honestly at this point, um, soon as next week is over, I'm obviously just taking kind of a content break until the end of the month. So I'm just like, okay, what's something I could do for like a week, and then something I could wrap up in like a week, I guess. So I'm gonna try to find something that's doable within like 3 to 4 days, I guess, and just go from there. So
Yeah. I guess another thing is, another question to kind of keep this from being rather stagnant and just circling around the same topic. Um, I don't know about you, but I have an extreme problem trying to figure out what the hell to like. I know you're talking about like setting goals for yourself and whatever, and which by the way is a fantastic thing to do both for uh, YouTube, your career, for life. Always be
in
setting
general,
goal. Yeah, always be setting goals for yourself because you know otherwise what you go through the same routine. It just set a goal. Always be working towards something, and then that way, even in failure, it's a success because you found out, hey, maybe that goal I set wasn't really what I needed at all, or hey, I still want to get there, but I know it doesn't work now. Uh, anyway, enough of the philosophical shit there. Um, so the back to my point to loop back to it
yeah.
after you know gonna give you the runaround, Blues Travelers.
I mean, to be fair, at least we're not dragging Applebee's for 45 minutes.
Hell, we could be if it wasn't for the fact that video didn't get off the ground at all. It would still be up on the channel. Um, anyway, so my problem I find when I set goals for myself is you know, the one goal I have right now is to at least make a video a week. I've been slacking on it hella, but the other problem I have is trying to plan out future videos, trying to plan out future uh, like games to play, you know, and the problem I have within that is I don't know what fucking games I could actually get through because I have the problem of starting on something and then I'm like, this is absolute shit, or I lose interest or whatever, and then I don't finish it. And I mean, it's
Yeah,
not like I'm a huge successful channel anyway, where I'd have people bitching that I don't finish a series, but it's still like I'm one of those people that when I make the promise, I feel like I need to go through with it,
yeah,
like when I you know when I say I'm gonna do something, I feel like like with Bendy and the Ink Machine, I've been beating myself up over it for like a week that I haven't finished it. I got like 2 episodes left out of it, honestly. So at some point I just need to sit down and power through. But it's just that eternal drag of just you know I guess as being a very, very small time content creator and not being well known and whatever else, it's just that eternal drag of trying to find that game or that video or whatever that you know uh, doesn't exactly like jumpstart your channel, but at the same time it does, and I'm sure you've experienced, obviously the same kind of issue of, you know, I'm doing all this stuff and nothing's happening. What can I do? And like, I don't have the recording set up to do some, like, you know, uh, insert your name drop here shit, you know. Like
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of recording setup or time really. If I did, you best believe I'd be pumping out a video like every couple days. It would be absolute just shit memes and high good times, you know. But I think honestly, at this point, and obviously being in the early stages of trying to get this shit off the ground, uh, I think at this point I think the only option left for me is to release a sex tape. Honestly, I
Left
so I
turn.
mean, Johnny Depp, where you at? But
You know where to find me.
yeah, you know where to find me. I'm a small. I am not a small kid, but I am a small town Midwest. So you know,
Yeah, so
out of the billion
anytime you're in
small
the
town
area,
Midwest cities, just kind of you know, just fucking. You just shout and I'll
yeah,
come running. I can tell you that.
yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's as far as didn't even recently, like, well, before the last startup, like restart I did to the channel when I rebranded it from Twisted Issues to Mr. Felicity. I got to the point where I mean, you know, I really enjoyed our Dead by Daylight videos, and a lot of them were getting to the point where they were breaking like 20 plus views, which for me is a big deal because I've got 36 subscribers, so that's like over half my subscriber count watching my stuff at least. But it just got to the point where I was putting out, I burned myself out, like, because I was doing like 2 to 3 videos a day, feeling like I had to every day, and just got crashed and burned and just kept going basically. And I got to the point where I was like, I wasn't really putting much effort into it. I was just kind of going through the motions, just like, yeah, watch my stuff, give me views. But I got to the point too where I was like, yeah, I made like 10 videos and they all maxed out like 3 views a piece, and I was like, okay, what the hell do I gotta do to get more views and all that? And I
Apparently,
just
you got to take my finger banging finger more.
I apparently I have to,
I
but
think we're both at the point in time where the sex tape is the option. It's the only option. You know,
the,
you
the,
gotta
the only it's the only option to just jump the channel. Like
yeah, just jump start the channel, just promote your sex tape. You know, just
you know,
fucking dick swinging. You know, it's just
I mean, you
it is
know,
what it
there's
is.
I won't say from experience, but like there's a lot of people out there who like that amateur shit. So I mean, could make big waves, you know.
Yeah, and
But
I,
uh,
I don't know. It's the thing of, you know, obviously I would love to do this full time, and I would love
oh yeah,
to, you know, actually be able to quit my shitty job and just make YouTube videos for a living. But I don't know. I also am still under the belief that I wasn't born to pursue a standard life, so to speak. I've always felt the need of, not exactly the name and lights, but I always thought it would be super cool to have merch and like go out in public
oh
and
yeah.
get noticed. You know, like be at Walmart and somebody's like, "It's that guy." Like, yeah, I am
But
that
you're
guy.
that guy. You're that guy. I am that guy. Or
Like I,
and you know anyone who's watching this, if you want to make us shirts, I mean, just let us know because
yeah.
we got some ideas.
You want to make sure it's? I swear to God, we'll make you a Fortune 500 company. Like we'll make you a
I
Fortune
say, well,
500 company with just the shirts. But also, you know, not that I don't think anybody that is subscribed to me really. I think it's mostly just friends and, you know, friends and close family that's subscribed right now. But you know, any strangers in the Midwestern area, if you ever catch this ugly mug somewhere, I would more than appreciate the hey, you're that guy. I watch your stuff. It's pretty chill. Or it's even hey, I watch your stuff and it's absolute shit. Just you
yeah,
know,
like
some sort.
I watch your stuff, and I want to tell you it is god
Yeah,
fucking awful.
just just fucking validate me, okay? just just
Just
let me know that
recognize
you've
me.
watched. Like that's all I want
Yeah.
out of life. I want to go into Walmart and have to act like I'm going in the bathroom to take a shit to get away from all the people recognizing me. Like,
Yeah. Well, and then you saying ugly mug reminds me that I don't have a face cam. So if you're here on my channel and want to know what my mug looks like, just go to the Mr. Twisty like arrives like the very first video. It's there. It's nothing to look at, but it's there.
looks about like a panda mixed with a koala.
You're not wrong.
But,
You're
but
not wrong.
it is what it is. So,
Yeah.
I don't know how
I
long
wrote.
this has been going on for, but I can tell you for a fact, it probably it's gone on way longer than I planned, and way longer than it should have. I had no idea of the questions I was gonna do whenever you know I started. I just thought we were gonna get in some funny stuff and make some announcements like the day's gone and more Bindi episodes coming out uh, and honestly, you probably won't even see this
Well,
because as soon as it's up on YouTube for a full day, they're probably gonna take it down for that one dude's business. But
well, this is something for the stream. Um, I was unaware that I had a DeviantArt account until I looked at my email. It's like happy anniversary. I'm like, what? Like, you didn't shut it down like all those years ago?
you mean
Like,
DeviantArt's
what do
still
you?
a thing? I mean, thank God.
Yeah,
But
yeah. And for the record, I never like actually made anything on DeviantArt. I think I literally was on there for a day. I made an account for one day to get on and look at some stuff, and then never touched it ever again. And that was back in like 2012, so it's been like 7 years now.
oh yeah, it's been a fat minute. But anyway, to just kind of wrap up, if YouTube doesn't take this video down, I mean obviously whoever's watching, thank you, and
We appreciate you.
yeah, tell all your friends, like, comment, and subscribe if you got them, and we're gonna leave this here. So new Bindi should be coming out next week ish, tentatively sometime next week. That's the goal. Um, so yeah, be looking out for Bindi. Be sure to hit that bell icon so you know whenever Bindi strikes. We're getting pretty close to the end of that, and just hit that bell icon so you know the next time I decide to get on here and bullshit. So we'll go ahead and leave this here, and again, thanks for watching.